It is the morning after your strange dreams of the night before, either of the forest or I believe Ignatius had dreams and memories and nightmares of things that happened to him before.
Yeah, the dreams from last session were just my normal stuff from midnight.
Yes. Midnight herself did not deign to make an appearance. But yes, it's the morning after. Would people be meeting up today, or are you going about your own business?
I would probably
D'Angelo.
go. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
D'Angelo's gonna go visit his companions at the Esoteric Society.
I am going to pester people for breakfast, and then I'm going to go try to hunt around that library by myself at the university where John works.
Okay. Would Max and John, would either of you join the society for breakfast, or do you have work to be at, other things to be doing?
Let's see, what is the 26th?
That is a very good question. Yes. Let me just get up my 1894. It's every time. My brain does not like dates that start with 19. Give it 6 years. Okay, don't start with. You know what I've been trying to say. It is a Friday.
Okay.
Sure. Nice little breakfast. Casual Friday morning. Why not?
Okay. John?
Yeah, I'll be getting a breakfast with the gang.
Okay, so we'll pick up at the society. Then some people might be heading over to the library. So you're dining in dining room of the society. A nice breakfast spread has been set out by the servants, and it's still quite dark outside. The sun is probably just coming up. It's a gloomy October morning. And what business do you have to discuss, if any?
I'm nursing my wounds from Elsie, and I'm eating my porridge, I think is what I'd be having. And it's good to see all of you here. I don't know about you, but I wanted to go back to the library, if that's okay.
Sure. Anything in particular?
Yes, two things. I want to look for Mr. Tabletop or Top Table or John Wooden Legs or whatever his name was. And I need to do some research about our next task.
Okay. And do you know what it is?
Yes, I wrote it down. Probably in my room.
Mm-hmm. Any inkling as to what it is we're about to face? And I mean that as the collective we.
As the royal we. Probably not. I don't know. I'm not a details man. I do have the piece of paper. It's right here. Standing on the plateau of Ling.
What?
Stand.
Yes, I get that part.
Plateau.
I understand what that means generally.
Oh, why'd you say you didn't? Ling. L-E-N-G.
Okay, that's the questionable part.
Of Ling?
Yes.
No. I don't know if they have the deed for the plateau, okay? I'm not a lawyer, John. I'm just saying that's where we have to go and stand on it.
Okay. I suppose that's what we're going to look up.
Yes.
Do I know anything about that?
Make me either an occult mythos or any geography related, like natural world or navigational skill. Each one will get you different bits of information.
Yeah, that's success on occult.
Navigation.
There are mentions of the Plateau of Ling in all sorts of obscure occult books as this. It's not a real place. It's a state of mind. the idea of putting yourself in this strange and unknown location. It's usually mentioned alongside books of seances and reaching into the spirit world to contact other entities and beings from Leng and strange powers. That's what you've read in books of occult. Maximilian, you know you've read in a book that it's somewhere in Asia. Or maybe Antarctica.
Somewhere there.
Strangely, you definitely remember reading somewhere about a plateau of Leng in like the Himalayas, and something about one in like, the frozen wastelands of like an island. Someone called it, but you know, most people who go there die horribly.
I mean, that's
Antarctica, that
probably
is.
true in
That's
both
not Leng
places.
specifically. That's just Antarctica.
Yeah, I mean that's probably true for both places. The Himalayas aren't very, climbable for most normal people, especially not in those ages.
No.
Sage told you to find the plateau, Mr. Ignatius.
Yep, gotta stand on it.
It is not a place. It is.
Yeah, I mean the South Pole itself has not yet been reached. Like, it's a strange and unknown. I don't know
It
if
is.
Mount Everest been climbed.
It is akin to enlightenment or supreme understanding, though it is more associated with the world of the dead, I suppose. It isn't typically described as being a place you reach, more of a understanding you gain.
Oh, I am so thoroughly doomed. Enlightenment? Who has time for that?
I thought that was where you all were, what this whole thing was about, right? Knowing about stuff.
Oh, Max, how do I say this? That is for people like you all, the grand adventurers, the wizened heroes and saviors. For me, it's about getting this over and done with, so I never have to deal with it again, so I can find a rich widower and never have to work a job. Okay, it's point A to point B. Point A to point B. You understand.
I do. You might want to choose a different target, though. At the end of the day, we're still in the 1800s.
Yeah, the aspirations. Rich people, they die. Their money goes to other people.
Huh?
You shack up with.
Did your dream say anything else? Perhaps
No.
an artifact that would be conducive to obtaining such a state?
Have I described to Ignatius or any of the ones yet the contents of my dream? I don't think I did. Is this last night?
You, per my notes, you did. I have John
Okay.
tells me about the lion.
Okay, all right.
Maybe we've already had this breakfast. Maybe this is second breakfast. What happens when I go on holiday for a week? My brain's in disarray. So yeah, you've told him about the lion and your discoveries of the night before. Is there anything else you wish to do or sort before heading over to the library to do research?
I just checked to make sure Elsie isn't sneaking up on me.
There's no
Where is
sign
she?
of Miss Smith this morning.
Okay, I love her, and we bonded after she made my rib cage touches, but I'm going to leave now in case she wakes up with the fury.
Before we go, one last scone for the road.
Scones are horrible.
I just keep getting this feeling like you like them for some reason. I don't know.
I smack it out of your hand and I leave.
So, John and Ignatius are heading to the library. Maximilian and D'Angelo, where would you like to go?
You got any plans for today?
No, but I am a bit concerned about Ignatius's dream. Have you all checked the library here for anything?
I'm not good with libraries, especially since I'm still kind of struggling with the. I mean, the wounds have healed, but my mind is getting better too, but it's not there yet. All the staring on all the piece of paper is really draining me. Not good with that.
Do you need a physician?
I do. I have. We've been at the one down in the poorer areas. They were helping a lot of poor people, and they were the only ones who were actually able to deal with the wounds. And I still have some of the medicine once a day, and it's getting better, but it takes time. And we don't seem to have a lot of that.
Well, let's see if the library here has anything. But Lang, and if you need more, I have a few friends who are physicians that may be able to help. Quite a few people who are kind of operating in the same circles once you get closer and closer to the top.
Can you repeat that? I didn't hear a lot of.
Well, for now, let's check the library for anything on this Lang, and if you need help, I have a few friends who are doctors that may be able to do a little more for you than some of the less well-endowed people you may have seen.
Well, I think the woman that actually made the medicine was a snake person that actually wanted to help people. So I think the competency is not going to be the problem, and it's actually helping. So we'll be fine. Let's just go to the library.
Indeed.
Okay, so you head over to the King's College Library. Now, John, as a librarian, you are, of course, perfectly empowered to sign guests into the library, as long as
And
you
I
trust
do.
them to behave.
And I will remind him of such.
What?
Please be on your best behavior in here.
What?
There are books about.
What are you? I talk my way out of any. You've lit books on fire in front of me, you monster.
Not me? No, never.
That's you.
Never. It never happened.
Ah! I raise the cape and I go. And then I stop because I go, John, you have to keep up with me. I don't know.
Okay.
I have to leave sassily. I leave sassily, but you have to be tenacious following me. Otherwise, this doesn't work.
Okay. I will follow you.
Okay. Now, lead
Where are
me
you going?
to the section on the Lang Plateau, of course.
Okay. Let's head over to the geography section, and I will allow you to lead as I direct you where to go.
Thank you. You're picking up what I'm throwing down. I am, yes. Onward. Wait, no, there. You're right.
So you're heading over to the geography section, and to do a little browsing, please make me a library use roll. Is anyone else searching the library for any specific topics? And if anyone is doing anything in the library other than browsing books, please do let me know.
I'll also keep a lookout for John Tabletop
Okay.
on the off chance.
Maximilian and I, did we go to the Esoteric Society's library or the?
Oh, sorry.
the other library?
Am I confusing my am I crossing my library wires? I used to look back at the Esoteric Society library.
Yes, that was my intent.
New title for this session: Too many libraries.
All the libraries at once.
Yes. Okay. What are you two looking for back at the Society, at the nearest library?
I think.
Any
Oh, you go first.
any knowledge on Lang, specifically the state of being, enlightenment, anything like that, and using my mix of my understanding of the occult and I guess my mythos to help me look for.
Okay, give me a library use roll, please. And
All my good rolls.
okay. And Maximilian, what did you say you were looking for and searching for?
I think I would try to find out more about the bracelet that I'm having.
Okay. What kind of topics would you be looking up?
I would probably trying to very blindly fumble my way through that library to actually find something that might contain that information. Because I don't
Okay, this
really
is
have
only
any.
hard if you're just looking for like magic snake bracelet. But give me a library use roll, please.
It does not work like this. That's not how libraries work, and therefore it does not help.
You're searching through the library, you're not really finding much mention of this bracelet, or in fact any mention of this bracelet, or any bracelets that summon animals. Likewise, D'Angelo, it seems that whoever compiled this library for an occultist had very little time for many of the standard books of occult knowledge. There's surprisingly little about seances and dream states of that sort in here, and kind of like altered states of consciousness. And very little about reaching higher states of being doesn't seem to have been their interest.
So, new question. With D'Angelo's knowledge of both psychology and dreaming, does he know or think that he could kind of artificially create this state or
Wait,
nudge
you have
others
dream
toward it?
lore on your sheet.
I have lore dream and
Yes.
dreaming.
Could you give me a lore dream roll, please? Actually, I forgot that you do have knowledge of. Okay. You don't know much about dreams. You've been there and you've experienced it, but you don't have much actual knowledge of the world. Pass. So far, it's quite a frustrating one. You just keep hitting dead ends. Nothing in this library seems to have the answers. Ignatius,
Mr. Johnson, have you?
Yes, sir. You go.
Mr. Johnson, have you found anything of use?
Not really. I was just trying to find something about the bracelet that I found. I'm reading something completely chaotic and illegible, and it's not helping. So I'm putting it away and finding the next illegible thing. I'm not the right person for this, but it's fine.
Well,
Did you find something?
nothing concrete. It may be possible to do it through dreams, but my knowledge of it is far too shallow. Go and search for the others if you need a break.
Oh, I think yeah. Looking for the others might be an idea, but they'll find their way back, right?
Perhaps they do have a penchant for trouble.
Fair.
Speaking of trouble, can I have a group look roll from the two of you at the library, please?
Which two?
Sorry, the two of you at the King's College Library. Once again, too many libraries.
I have 57 luck.
I have 82, so you roll.
Okay, so you... Sorry to interrupt. Maximum, did you say you were going over to join them at the King's College?
I think I'm I'm just gonna go and I'm walking towards them. Yeah, I think I'll go to the King's College. Yeah.
Okay, could I have a look roll from you as well, please? D'Angelo, are you with him as well, or are you staying behind?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm going to.
I don't suppose D'Angelo has less than 26 luck.
33.
Okay, in which case we'll get back to you two in a moment. Meanwhile, at King's College Library, Ignatius, you keep hitting dead ends in the geography section. There doesn't seem to be any map showing this plateau of Leng. There's no solid description of where it's supposed to be. You're there looking at all the best, newest, snazziest atlases of the world, and that doesn't seem to exist. Seems to be one of those made-up places.
John,
Mm-hmm.
this place isn't real.
No, it is. It's very real.
No, not the library, John. I'm talking about Ling.
Oh, okay.
John,
Yes.
you have found a mention of the Plateau of Leng. In fact, it wasn't even in a book in the geography section. This is one of the books that had been out on John Tabletop's table the other day. One of the books that mentions dreams. And it's just a brief mention of a place called the Plateau of Leng that exists within the world of dreams.
I see.
And its description describes it's a place inhabited by monstrous spiders and other murderous beasts and strange and uncanny peoples. A place that can be reached through long roads of dreaming, through the dark passages of those who dwell beneath the earth, or occasionally in some places where it touches this living, waking world, in the far reaches of mountains and frozen wastelands.
Okay. Ignatius, I found
Jonathan,
something.
what did you find? Where is it?
I am not Jonathan, sir.
Whatever. Anyway, what? I thought it would be more dramatic if I called you Jonathan. Damn it, John, I'm trying to let you be my sidekick. Okay? I'm trying to make this. John, what did you find, my dear friend?
Much better. Well, I found the reference to the Plateau of Leng. However, it seems to be a place more in the dream realm. How do you feel about spiders?
I make a high-pitched sound. My face turns red. I start shaking slightly.
I see.
I slap myself in the face to try to stymie the rage building across from me. And I say, John,
Yes.
get the books. Let's go to your office because I'm about to have a scene. About to make a scene.
All right, let's go.
About to make a scene, John.
Now, it may interest. While we're walking, I'll just say it might interest you to know that this is the book that I found the reference in was one that John Tabletop had gotten out. It was in reference to his studies about dreams.
That idiot is going to get murdered by a dream spider.
Now, it does seem to interact with the real world in places, although they're kind of inhospitable.
John,
Mm-hmm.
about to make a scene. Walk faster.
All right. Well, my office is right off the main room. So let's go in, close the door.
When the
Deep
door is
breaths.
closed, I start just flailing around, and it's like my arms are over here, the capes are over here, and I'm just I grab my capes and I scream into them. Every horrible it's like I'm cursing like a sailor. It's, of course, stand on the fucking plateau of the ephemeral dream world. I hate you, Midnight. I hate you so much. I hate you, Midnight. I know you can
Could you
hear me.
stand further away when you say those sorts of things?
John,
Yes.
I just thought something horrible, and I'm not going to say it because I'm trying to
Okay.
be a better man.
Well, I've just seen what happens when you say these sorts of things.
John,
Yes.
that's your desk, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And in your desk, surely you have some spirits of some kind, correct?
I do. It is a stressful job, books and all.
Yes, the paper cuts must be horrifying. I would like you to please procure said spirits and put them in my hand.
I open the door and pull out my bottle of fine whiskey.
I'm drinking all of this, John.
Fine.
Okay, well, the two of you crack open the fine whiskey in John's office. Maximilian and D'Angelo arrive at King's College Library. And as you head up to the front desk, at the entry desk, you can see there's one person who's got there just before you who seems to be currently in some form of argument with the attendant on the desk. So the attendant on the desk is a rather elderly man his job is mostly to sit there and frown at students. And the person at the desk is a young man with curly brown hair. He's going, look, it must be some misunderstanding. I am a student here. My name is Edward Gavigan. Check the list. My name must be on the list. Now, I believe that definitely Ignatius and possibly Maximilian as well have met Edward Gavigan, or a student who was working at the British Museum when you visited only a few days before.
Yes.
Now, one thing you do know from certain is, there's many names in the world, and sometimes two people have the same name. But this is not that Edward Gavigan. This is a completely different young man.
Can I hear this going on in the office?
Not from your office, not currently, no. It's definitely not over Ignatius's. Oh no, Ignatius isn't there. Sorry, D'Angelo. Yes, I did it. I was like, why am I talking to someone who's not there? Okay, D'Angelo. I don't know if you've met Edward Gavigan. I believe you did, yes.
I might have.
Yes,
Might have. I did meet one of the people though. Yes, yeah, he's in my
So
notes.
both of you have met him, and this is a different Edward Gavigan. John and Ignatius, you cannot hear this. You're upstairs in an office.
Is there a problem?
No, sir. Just checking out the library. This young man's not on the list. Don't know him. He's not a student here. Unless you get signed in by a librarian, you need to be a student who's on the list with permission to access the library. Now, do you have a librarian here to sign you in? I don't see one.
Well, I would hesitate to speak for Mr. Greaves, but he is a rather close companion of ours, and I'm told he arrived a bit before us.
Oh,
He
you're
is still
more
in.
of
Would you be
Greaves's
able to
friends,
summon
are
him?
you? Right. Hang on, let me just... Wait! Go tell Greaves there's more of his friends here at the front desk. There's a little scuttle from one of the student assistants who scurries off upstairs. You notice the young man who was at the desk before you is just slipping away. Out of sight.
Was that guy? I mean, the name he used. I mean, there's the possibility of them being, having the same name, but Gavigan does not sound like the usual Millers that you get 20 of.
It is a more unique surname, but I don't know how unique. Keeper, based on his body language, did he seem to be
Oh,
telling the
give me
truth?
a psychology roll. I mean, I don't know why I ask her it at this point. But give me a psychology roll, please. Oh, only a hard success. He seemed shifty at the desk, like he was definitely doing something wrong. Didn't look like someone who was confidently knew he was allowed in. And as soon as he heard Greaves' name mentioned, that's when he started scurrying away.
I do not believe he belonged here, so I may be borrowing someone else's identity. Or he may be afraid. Perhaps he owes the library something.
Well, I think I'm kind of curious on where the guy goes. So I'll be following.
Okay, so you're following him out.
And I'll try to not be noticed.
Give me a stealth roll, please, as you try and follow him out, sneaky. Meanwhile, upstairs, there's a knock on John's door, and one of the students goes, Mr. Greaves, there's another of your guests downstairs at the front desk. Two of them.
Put the bottle down. And I'll go over and open the door. Two of them. Who? Did they say who their names are?
No, they didn't say their names.
It's fine. I'll go down. I'll be right back, Ignatius. Look where that bookmark is in the book. Read it for yourself. See what you think, and I'll go downstairs with the assistant.
Yeah. And as you go downstairs, Ignatius, are you following him downstairs?
No, he told me to stay in his office and read something. I'm gonna respect the man. I'll read it.
D'Angelo, as Maximilian is slipping away, are you still at the front desk, or are you following after Maximilian?
D'Angelo's not very stealthy or quick, so he is going to be doing his best to kind of draw attention to himself, not outrageously, but he's going to look important.
Okay, so as you head downstairs, John, what you see is Maximilian slipping out the door, not very stealthily, and D'Angelo at the front desk with the desk attendant. Maximilian, as you step out the front door, you've still got a very good line of sight on the curly-haired young man who is kind of walking quickly away from the library. He glances over his shoulder, sees you, and starts to walk a little faster.
No, so he's definitely seen me. I think I'll just walk briskly behind him.
He walks a little faster.
I'll walk
He's
a little
almost
faster.
jogging now.
I'll keep his speed. I'm not gonna try and catch up. I'm just gonna keep his.
Like he's walking as fast as you can walk without it not being walking.
Olympic walking. Perfect.
Hang on, I'm just gonna make a roll for him. He quickens his pace. He quickens his pace again. He glances over his shoulder to you, and nearly steps out in front of a horse and carriage coming the other way. As he glances over his shoulder, almost steps into the road, gives out a yelp and leaps backwards, tripping slightly on the edge of the pavement.
Well, I'll just walk behind him.
Why are you following me?
I mean, just a couple of questions, if you don't mind.
Sure. What can I do for you, sir?
I mean, you've been trying to get into the library without being on the list. And I was just wondering what kind of book you were looking for. Because
security?
Huh? No, I'm not. But if you, maybe I can help, right?
It's fine. It's not a problem.
Right. That was one of them. The next question was, you got really nervous when you heard when you heard the name of a Mr. Greaves? And then you suddenly...
I don't see how this is any of your business, sir.
I mean, yeah. Look, Mr. Greaves is a good friend of mine, and I would like to know if he's in trouble.
Has he sent you after me?
Nah, why would he?
I don't know. I don't know who you are.
I'm just a friend who's concerned. I just want to know a couple of things.
Well, there is no need to be concerned. Good day. And he turns to try and walk away.
Sure, I'll let him walk away.
He keeps nervously glancing back over his shoulder.
I'll wait a bit until he's a bit further away, and then I'll casually walk into the same direction he is.
Okay. As Maximilian continues to follow him, the rest of you are back at the front of the library.
D'Angelo.
Well, apart from Ignatius, who's upstairs.
Okay. D'Angelo, what's going on? Where did Max go? In a hurry, it seemed like.
I believe he is looking into a gentleman that was here a short while ago.
Oh.
He was using the name Edward Gavigan, though I don't believe it was his, either that or he was afraid of something. He seemed concerned once they made to call for you, so...
Really? What did he look like? Do you recall?
I will describe him to the best of my ability, Keeper.
And is that John Tabletop? Keeper.
Yes, that matches the description of John Tabletop.
Oh, that's the student who was here looking for the books on dreaming a few days ago. I think we need to find out a bit more about this guy. Ignatius is upstairs in my office. Do you want to come up? Or is there anything you're looking for specifically?
No, I didn't meet with you all. Mr. Johnson has gone after the person. I'm not sure if we would be able to catch up to them, so perhaps we can trace this stranger's steps together.
Okay. Look at the assistant. So I'm
Oh, yes.
Who did this guy try to? What did he say? What he wanted when he came in?
He said his name was Edward Gavigan, and he wanted access to the library because he was a student here. Now, I've never seen him before. Well, so
he was here once before.
That's where I'd seen his face before. I was like, I don't remember being a student here, but I remember seeing someone throw him out the other day. I knew there was something fishy about him.
There was. He looked through quite a number of books and then just left them and just disappeared.
Oh, just leave it. Oh, unbelievable. People like that shouldn't.
If you see him again, let me know.
I will do. I suppose I'll sign your friends in, please.
All right, and I will sign D'Angelo in.
Always good to have more visitors, as long as they're respectful of the books. Obviously, your friends, I'm sure we can trust to be very respectful with the books.
Indeed.
If the gentleman I was here with before returns, will you allow him to be signed in now, or perhaps allow us to sign for him?
Oh, as long as Mr. Greaves vouches for him, then that's all good.
Yep. If Mr. Maximilian Johnson presents himself, please send him up to my office.
I will do.
Thank you. And we go upstairs to find Ignatius doing...
Reading. I'm reading the thing you told me to read, and I'm drinking.
How much of the bottle of whiskey is left at this point? Having left
I've not been pounding it. I've been enjoying it. It's like, it's not. He said it was nice. It's not that nice.
What are we talking here? Are we talking like a multi Western Isles?
It's okay. Like, I mean, on his meager salary, it's probably nice, but
right. Yeah.
For me, it's swill. But I'm enjoying it. I'm treating it respectfully.
All things are relative.
Oh, you're back.
That
took a while.
That would have lasted me a year.
God, you have no constitution. Oh, D'Angelo's here.
It is a bit early to be drinking to such a degree, don't you think so, Mr. Abnadius?
If I thought that, would I be drinking?
Yes, you would. We know you. So what do you
That's
think?
how you know I didn't think that. Anyway, what'd you say?
What did you read anything enlightening in the passages that I pointed out?
I read it. Keeper, did I find anything enlightening?
Which one were you reading again? That was the book that John had been reading. So essentially, you learn what he had learned about Leng, and it's being reachable through dreams. Occasionally, where it touches the waking world in remote and frozen wastelands, and also through the dark passages of those who dwell underground.
What? Because I have a vast of working knowledge of all of this, I can tell you that this is horrifying and far deadlier than anything we have ever encountered in our...
You can make me a Cthulhu Mythos roll if you like, to see if any of that rings any additional bells.
Could I do dream lore?
And you could also do Dream Lore, yes.
It's only a 5, but I wanna give it a spin.
So
Oh, I'm gonna spend the 2 luck to make that.
okay.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna spend. Can I spend 6 points of luck to make that a huge success or whatever it's called?
I'd say it's not necessarily going to make a difference in this case.
Okay.
You would know that from your knowledge of Dream Lore and things you studied that Leng is a known location, but not one that's necessarily easy or safe to get to. Not particularly easy or safe when you get there. One thing that does stand out to you is the mention of it also being reached through dark passages. There's some belief that there are beings that can essentially tunnel their way through into the dream world in a physical manner through dark underground places, and the beings that are said to do these are those who feast on the dead.
Okay.
Ghouls and corpse eaters in their tunnels.
Ghouls? Oh, like we don't know anybody who has that. Okay, I'm going to take one huge swig of this swill. I'm gonna put it down. I'm gonna say, John,
Yes.
I can lie to you.
Yeah.
I'm thoroughly disappointed in that liquid garbage you gave me. But I'm gonna buy you some proper alcohol because that you're a better man than what that represents. However, more importantly, I have horrifying news.
Yes.
So, you know that part about how like it's dark tunnels and all of that? Well, so like ghouls and creatures like ghouls can actually tunnel through or something, into that area. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta go talk to my best friend.
Who was that this week?
That was hurtful. I was saying it sarcastically. The guy you hate, smells bad, has ghouls. You all yelled at me.
Oh yeah, him. Yeah,
magic.
Abner.
Yeah, Abner. Yeah. I go talk with Abner because he has a bunch of ghouls. Are they technically his ghoul friends? And does that mean he's married to them? Anyway, these questions are huge. I must ask, D'Angelo. I require assistance with this. You're smart. You're a wizened man. So are you, John. Where's Max? Anyway, he's very useful and powerful as well. We're probably gonna die when we get there. So if you all would want to just like drop me off and let me take a crack at it.
No, I don't believe that's the rules. We all have to help you, or at least.
Okay. Well,
at least Mortimer and I do. I think. Is Maxon in on the deal too? At Midnight specified that she'll take everything if you fail.
Pretty sure it was everybody except Elsie and D'Angelo.
Okay.
Keeper, with a good mythos roll, do I know anything else that would be useful anymore?
Missed your mythos roll. Essentially, that covers the same information that Ignatius got through his dream lore roll. Yeah, I think that about covers the same information.
It is a dangerous location, to be sure.
It's not like we've had any shortage of dark, damp, dangerous tunnels lately.
Sounds horrible when you put it like that, but yeah. Oh, everything is awful.
Well, you did invite this sort of thing.
John,
Yes. Just
let's say that there was a book you read, and in
Okay.
that book there's somebody in my situation, and then they
Mhm.
tricked a god into not just killing them but giving them a chance to fight for their freedom and all of that.
it sounds familiar.
You would be impressed, and you'd be like, "Wow, what an amazing book!" But that is not my book. That it is my life. So maybe a little empathy. Like,
Oh, I have plenty of empathy.
you know what I don't have empathy
be-
for? This
Huh.
horrible drink.
I'm sorry.
Angelo, lead the
what I-
way.
Just to be clear, those stories almost always end poorly for the mortal who does attempt to trick a deity.
Well,
But
you know, I did trick the
there
deity.
may be another choice. There is a bit of magic I came across when we first got together that would allow me to open a doorway to another location. Its price is steep, but if we can confirm that this Lang is a physical location, it may be possible to bypass these tunnels entirely.
So we wouldn't have to work with Abner. Although his ghouls could be useful. I will say this, D'Angelo. Your point about those stories is well taken. It is just either do that or die. So I opted to extend the game. That's all.
Of course. Is there a choice?
Didn't have a lot of good ones.
No, I haven't really been keeping track of it, Ignatius. How long do we have to finish this task?
Oh, were given at the end of the last one. We were given an addition. I asked and received an additional month because we were beat to shit. So we 2 months. So 2 months from that awful maze in the ground. And so Ignatius is going to stop and try to count the days, which is hard because he's been drinking.
That awful maze was not that long ago, in fact. I believe that was the 16th or no, the 17th of October. There's not even been 1 month yet.
Yeah. So we have some time. Not, we want to be as proactive as we can, but we also want to use our time and be as prepared as we can.
Well, now let us go and find Mr. Johnson. Perhaps his search has proven fruitful.
Hope he's okay. Kind of like the big guy now. First, he was really mean. I mean, he did just beat the crap out of me not that long ago, but I like him.
Okay, speaking of Mr. Johnson, you follow the young man back and forth across several streets of London. He seems to be resigned now to the fact that you're following him, and you do notice he takes what seem to be several just detours. Like, he goes into a park and just walks in a circle around the lake for a bit.
Sure, I'll try another time to make it seem like I lost him.
Okay, give me a stealth roll, please.
Come on.
People are rolling a lot of failures today.
Yeah, I mean,
Just a
I'm
reminder that
not.
for some roles, it's possible to push them if you can think of a way of essentially doing this in a,
I'd
I
I'd
guess in
wait
this, yeah,
for.
a riskier sort of way of trying to be.
I'd
If you
risk
could
losing
push,
him.
you risk. Yeah, I'd say in this case you risk losing him entirely if you fail a stealth roll. You can try and be extra sneaky, but in doing so, you risk losing sight of him.
I'll try. Because I'm not. I don't actually have anything to tell him to ask him again if I catch him again. So it's not actually helping. I kind of want to know where he's going. So I'll push it, and it fails.
You lose him. So you get as far as. In fact, you're not too far from the society. You're in the Mayfair area. Probably actually he was doing the loop of Grosvenor Square. So yes, you lose him not too far from the society's doorsteps and have to presumably trudge the way back to the library to find the others.
I don't think so. If I'm already at Grosvenor Square, I'm just gonna wait there for them, and just think about what that guy, about the guy in general. Take a moment.
Okay, so the other three of you, Mr. Johnson does not return to the library. He's clearly dead. It's tragic.
Oh, what should we do?
We could either attempt to follow him, or we could return to the society. Perhaps they have left a message for us.
It seems like.
We could go to the club. Maybe he went to the club.
Is that far from here?
The one time I
Not
went there,
really.
I was incredibly intoxicated, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's not too far. It's walking distance. You could make it to the. Can't remember if I actually ever put it on the map. If not, at some point I need to put the Pacific Club on the map somewhere. Let's say it's not too far away, and then I'll figure out which street it's on later. I do have a street address, but
I
need to
think
get my
it's.
magnifying glass out for the map.
I think it's. I remember the address, so I relay the address. Does that ring a bell, D'Angelo, John?
Not very good at navigating the city, truth be told, but if you know the way from here, I'm more than welcome to lead.
I think I could get us there.
All right.
Ah,
Well, then,
it's
let's
in
go.
Marylebone. That's where it is.
Oh,
in
just a
Milton
bit north
Street.
then.
Yes.
Okay.
So really not far away.
Onward.
So yes,
And we go to the club.
you arrive at the Pacific Club. It's just quite early in the day. They're still not. It's not really a nightclub. It is open in the day, but it's very quiet. There's a couple of people chatting in one corner. No sign of Maximilian, but as you come in, Theodore Holcomb, the owner.
Hello.
In fact, actually, you're not members. You would be challenged by the doorman.
Dorman, I'm Ignatius. I performed here. I'm looking.
Oh yes,
for,
I forgot. Yes. Sorry,
I'm
sir.
looking for. No, it's okay. I'm looking for
I
Maximilian.
didn't get much sleep last night. My brain has been
It's o-
awfully addled. I keep forgetting
no,
who's who and
it's
who's
okay.
where.
Oh, it's okay. Could we pop in just real quick to check to see if Maximilian's in there?
Oh, he hasn't arrived yet today. Sometimes he doesn't turn up. His contract. I think you have to
I
talk to the
understand.
boss. If you wish to talk to Mr. Holcomb, he's in his office at the back.
Okay, we'll pop in real quick. Thank you. Appreciate
In
you.
you go, sir.
Okay. And then I'm gonna go talk to the boss real quick.
Yeah. So you step through into the Pacific Club with its decorations on the wall. It's very comfortable gentleman's club of the Victorian kind, not the modern kind.
Yes, of course. Good day.
And good day, Ignatius, wasn't it?
Always is.
Mr. Sorry, I only remember the Ignatius bit for some reason.
This is
Ember-
D'Angelo.
Emble-
This is Gesundheit. This is D'Angelo. This is John Greaves. We're looking
Not
for
D'Angelo Williams.
The one and the same, the
It
greatest
is
author that
it's
ever
an honor to
was.
meet you, sir. I read your last book with great interest.
Well, it's do me a great honor.
Yes. I assume. Sorry, I'll let you get to your business. But if you were ever interested in coming and giving a bit of a reading to the club, or perhaps some friends of mine would be very interested to hear more about your work and perhaps speak to you in person. Would be very enlightening, sir.
Of course, I'll stop by later to iron out the details. I wouldn't mind at all.
Anyway, sorry. You were looking for Mr. Johnson?
Yes.
Not seeing him. Sorry.
Okay. Well, we're in a bit of a rush. It was good to meet all of you. Oh, by the way, this is John Greaves. He is the world's third greatest librarian and the world's first and greatest battle librarian. We don't have the time to explain to you what that means. Just accept it as truth.
Pleasure to meet you too, sir. Sorry.
Quite all right. Good to meet you.
A little distracted by meeting an author I greatly admire. But librarians do very, very, very good work. I have some very good friends that are librarians.
Right, and they are not as third greatest librarian, working his way up to second. Probably never getting first, but not everybody can be a true winner. Anyway, goodbye, and try to hurry them all the way out.
As you scurry on out. We're next in your search for Maximilian, who's currently comfortably sat back at the society.
Is it lunchtime yet?
Yes, it's lunchtime.
I would probably go back to the society because I'm hungry, honestly.
Yes, you go back to the society just as Maximilian is getting, lunch is being brought in for Maximilian, who's sat there waiting for you.
Oh, it's lunch and Maximilian. Splendid. Two of my favorite things.
I didn't know that you liked me as much as lunch.
No, not as. Anyway, gentlemen. Yes. I'd like some lunch as well, please. Please.
Yeah, lunch is brought for all of you, and you can enjoy it in a relaxed manner.
I'm destroying it. I'm destroying my lunch. So, where'd you go off to, Max? We've been looking for you.
I followed the guy, that D'Angelo saw. He felt fishy. It also felt fishy to me, but I just wasn't able to, follow unnoticed. And so I've kept following him even after he confronted me once. But I tried to, make it seem like I lost him. And doing so made me actually lose him.
Oh. What do you think he was up to? No good?
I mean, I was thinking he might be one of the guys that y'all were interested in. There were people, using fake names in the library.
He was.
Oh, Tabletop.
He's he not obviously fake name John Tabletop. He was the guy who showed up looking for the books about dreams.
Yeah, I'm thinking might be the same or similar guys, and I was thinking I'll follow him, but I don't know where he came from. If I'm if I keep getting spotted.
Well, I think you did great work. I don't know what he's playing at. Like, nobody should be playing with these things.
I mean, maybe they don't know what they're playing with.
This is true. It happened to me. That's why I don't want it to happen to him. The whole business is a ghastly affair.
I mean, I lost him somewhere around here. So if there's some voodoo thing y'all can do to find him from there?
A voodoo? What is a voodoo?
Well, I have no clue. That's a word in one of the books in there.
Oh.
Oldun is a belief system popular by some African countries, most I understood of it. But your stranger, most people struggle with making false names for themselves, so they usually read some truth. I guess as this person's last name may begin with a T. They did not strike me as someone who was very good at hiding, so he most likely feels safe in the area. So, if there's any college age individuals near here, we could go around one by one and
Oh!
find them.
I don't believe that she is a college age, or I don't believe that she is in college, but she is college age. Augustus's daughter still resides here, I believe.
Not currently, no. She had moved out, and she is currently, to the last of your knowledge, pursuing some kind of career in the criminal underworld in the East End. Last time you ran into some of her goons.
Oh, right. That actually warms the cockles of my heart. I will avoid her like the plague. She will probably kill all of us. Anyway, disregard everything I just said.
Also, even if she's a woman. She can't be going attending any colleges.
Oh, right. Yes. Maybe.
Right, well, we have learned a bit more about Lang, and it is believed that you could reach it underground. Though, as I was explaining to the others, I may have a secondary method if we can confirm that it is indeed a physical location. There is a bit of magic that I know that could open a portal from one location to another. I admit I am no expert on such subjects, and I'm not entirely sure we could close the portal afterwards. But it is an option.
What cost? What will it cost you?
It is a part of your essence, your willpower, depending on the distance. It does not necessarily have to come from myself. From what the book was explaining, it could be split amongst other people if need be.
Well, if there's no way of knowing, not closing the portal, should we open it then in a place that we're not really concerned what what comes out, what happens? I mean, we could go break into the basement of Abner's place and open it there, so whatever comes out is on him.
Despite the general unpleasantness of Mr. Abner, I'm not entirely sure my understanding of the Eldritch is equal to his. Do not know what would happen if I were to do so. He may have protections in place, or he may do something unexpected.
He's not that bad. I think he's just more misunderstood.
Would you like to ask him for assistance then?
No, he's mad at me. I was gonna have him teach me magic spells, and you all kind of got mad at me for that, and then beat me up and made me take those useless self-defense classes. So I called him, and he was quite cranky when I canceled. So yeah, I'm not knocking on that door.
You think they're
Do you
useless?
have
Yes, in the scheme of what we are doing, yes.
I'm just gonna punch towards him and stop right in front of him just to see him dodge.
Ah!
See? You moved out of the way. Didn't hit you.
Of course you can beat me up. I'm tiny and weak.
Okay, so having lost Mr. Tabletop, but with more information gained, is there anything else you wish to do with the afternoon and the remains of that day?
D'Angelo would like to research the spell to see if he can understand a little bit more about it.
Okay, yes. So you can spend some time rereading over the book and description of this. I assume by the spell you mean the gate spell. a doorway to step from one location to another in a single step. It requires a permanent sacrifice and a lot of time to make one. So, depending on where you wish to go, the sacrifice to take it will take a certain amount of your power and a similar amount of hours of time. So a relatively nearby gate will take less hours to create than, say, a gate to the moon.
Oddly specific example, but
Yes,
okay.
whereas say if you were, for example, creating a gate to the moon, you imagine that would take an entire day, so 24 hours of pure work to create. So anywhere
do I think
nearer
I
than the
could?
moon should take less time.
Do I think the price could be shared amongst the group, or would it have to come from one person?
The price could be shared. Yes, the price could be shared.
Could I close the doorway afterwards?
Your book does not describe how to close gates, only how to open them. Also, the use of a gate does require an expenditure of magical energy. Brackets, magic points in games terms. And a little bit of your sanity. To step from one place to another.
That's what D'Angelo's
You
doing
also
for
read
today.
some description in here that gates are not limited to travelling just in space, but could also take you distances in time. The book doesn't really go into great more details of what that would entail.
That's all right. That's what D'Angelo will spend the days doing.
Okay, whilst D'Angelo is investigating how to travel through space and time, and what would everyone else like to do with the rest of their day?
Well, Maximilian would be visiting a couple of people, namely Lord Weldon Payne.
Ah, yes, you were to call on Lord Weldon Payne.
I would go and visit him, and I would go visit Major General George Rose, and I'll just, make like a polite visit to each of them, and maybe ask a couple of questions about a certain Lord Malmsey.
Okay, so yes, you managed to call on Lord Weldon Payne, who has only good things to say about Malmsey. Yes, a good chap, Malmsey. Yes, has a very nice shooting estate. Does good shooting parties.
Oh, that sounds really interesting.
Yes, next time I'll talk to him next time he has one. See if he can bring you along.
Oh, that would be awesome.
I mean, from all I hear from the major stories, you're an excellent shot. So it'll be good to see.
It's been a while since
out
I've
in the field. But why the interest in Malmsey all of a sudden?
Oh, there's been a bit of a misunderstanding between the two of us. As far as I'm understanding, he's been interested in some sort of one of these occult society thingies that are cropping up everywhere. He's got some sort of interest in that thing, and a friend of mine was also interested in a certain item, and there's been a bit of a scuffle. Not scuffle, more like
dear God.
verbal disagreement, and he went so far as to try and persuade us from buying the item so that he might have it.
Oh, terribly sordid business.
Yes.
Well.
It's not something that I would have expected from somebody.
I trust there's not too much bad blood between the two.
I don't think so.
Another cult interest. Well, you move in interesting circles, Mr. Johnson. I didn't know you were interested in the occult.
Well, I myself, I'm not really like knowledgeable in the area. I've only seen the things you can see with your eyes, so to speak. But
yes, of course.
I have friends that like it, so you join them and listen in.
Well, yes, that's how it always starts. Anyway.
Oh, are you interested as well?
Oh no, not me. I stay out of that nonsense, you know. Occasionally, you catch a few things that Theodore's up to, but you know. Anyway, yeah, Malmsey. Well, I can put in a good word with you. See if I can get you an invite up to his estate next time there's a party.
That sounds awesome, and maybe we might smooth these things a bit over.
It's always good to, ensure there's no bad blood within friends, and friends of friends, and yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then I will just, continue polite conversation, keep going a little.
Yeah, you're given some very nice port, and the conversation drifts on into the evening as he quizzes you about your various past adventures.
We are already on the hunting area, so there's plenty of safaris to talk about.
Yeah, it just becomes hunting anecdotes for the next several hours. So,
Perfect.
Yes. Okay. John and Ignatius, do either of you have anything you wish to do with the remains of the day?
I would probably go up to the society's library and just pick a book that doesn't have spells in it or anything, but just read, just try to better myself.
I had much the same idea, except I'm going to go see if I can find any further information about the plateau.
Okay, give me a library use on the plateau in particular.
I mean, being a third-rate librarian.
No, the third greatest librarian. There's only two better.
Still, it's a competitive world, you know.
Yeah, he now needs to know who those two are so he can hunt them down and take them
That's
out.
Right.
Do better. I can't.
See, they're soaring through their ladder.
Ladders are my nemesis.
Yes. So you're a little more well versed in where to find subjects in the library than either D'Angelo or Maximilian were, and you do find you managed to dig out some old scribbles and diaries that do mention Lang, and as you sit down to read, you will glean some more information that I will pass on to you later when I have it straight in my mind. Ignatius, you can pick a topic and enlighten yourself, whether it's birds of Britain, Egyptology, history of the London sewage network.
That one. Since I'm in a world of shit, I might as well learn about the world of shit.
Excellent, yes. Well, as you settle down to read and while away the rest of the day, unless anyone else has major plans, I'm going to bring that day to a close. And as everyone settles down to their various beds, I'm going to ask for one first power roll as the day comes to an end. Then, as you settle down into sleep, that is when we're going to go for break, and we'll see you back in 10 minutes' time. And we are back as we sink into a deep and perhaps dream-filled sleep. So, those of you who failed your role, you find your mind whisked away out of your control. You're in a swirling tangle of your normal dreams, whatever those might be, whether you're wandering library stacking books in your sleep, I don't know, or reliving a dream of a hunt, an excellent hunt once carried out, or weirdly dreaming about opening a gate to the moon.
Only specific.
Oddly specific. And yes, D'Angelo, you're dreaming that you're there, you're halfway through the gate, and then as you're opening the gate, horrible spider monsters are trying to claw their way out of the gate at your face. And as the horrible spider face monsters are clawing their way towards you, you catch a glimpse of something out of the corner of your eye. You see a door. It shouldn't be there, because you're currently on the moon and there really should not be any doors on the moon. There is a door there.
I'll go through the door.
Through the door there is a staircase leading downwards. You find your feet carried on it, almost against your will. You find you're not really in control of yourself. Your mind, you're being carried on this current of the dream. It flows and ebbs and the world twists around you. Maximilian, likewise, you find yourself dreaming of a forest. You're hunting something through it, and the forest changes around you, becoming stranger and brighter in colour. As you stumble through this strange, dense undergrowth. John, you see the same door you saw the other night, and you find yourself inexplicably drawn towards it and down the stair. Until you two are walking in the same forest. Like, your legs are moving outside of your control. You don't have the power to resist this. Ignatius, though? You find yourself more in control of your own dreams than you have been for a long while. You see a shadow of the darkness that stalked your dreams. Back in the room, shadows drawing in close and dark around you. You do see clearly there in the corner of your vision another door, another way.
I'm gonna go through it.
You are more in control. You are here as a conscious dreamer. The others are being sort of whisked along by the dream. You are in control of your own feet. This doesn't feel like a dream really anymore. Time passes normally to you. There's not that sort of dreamlike sensation that the rest of you feel like that. The dreamlike sensation where you're thinking about going down a staircase and then you're down a staircase. It's not the why and the where to in between. So Ignatius, there's a staircase spiraling downwards ahead of you.
I'll take the stairs.
Down and down and down it leads, onwards and onwards.
I'm gonna yell.
Yes?
Friends? Friends? Can you hear me? Can you see me?
No answer comes, but your own voice echoes back out to you as you find yourself in a wide open cavern lit by flickering columns of fire. Two shadowy figures standing on either side of yet another doorway. Cloaked.
Who are you?
We are the guardians of the gateway.
Who made you?
No one made us, we made ourselves.
That is literally whatever.
Many
May I
things are
pass?
impossible. You may pass. And the door
Have you-
swings open.
Have you
You're
heard of me?
warned. Perils lie ahead.
Are my friends here?
Many come here, willingly or not.
Is D'Angelo, John, Maximilian, Mortimer, Elsie, are my friends here?
We know not names. Many come this way.
So you're make a tautology out of impossibility. I just go. I am so flustered.
And as you step through the doorway disappears behind you. And you find yourself in a twisted forest. The grass underneath you is lush and green. The trees rise up around you, branches tangled together. And there you see your friends. Only they don't look like they're awake. They're almost like sleepwalking through this forest. You see they're walking. They don't seem quite there.
Who's the closest one to me?
Let's say D'Angelo.
I'm gonna run up to D'Angelo. D'Angelo, can you hear me?
D'Angelo, you're dreaming your own dreams tinged with the touch of a forest. And weirdly now Ignatius is in your dream. With the giant spiders. On the moon.
And I make a dreaming roll to take control.
Yes, you can.
of this.
As you hear Ignatius calling your name. You seize control of your mind. You realize this is a dream, but this is a dream I can control. And you are awake within the dream.
Do I see a change in him?
Yes.
Oh, D'Angelo.
Well, take it this is similar to your previous experiences.
Sort of. Not enough time to talk. Come on, we gotta wake up the others. I'm so glad you woke up yourself, because otherwise I was gonna have to punch you right in the schnoz. It's a painful place to get hit, I would know. This way. Keeper, I'm gonna try to drag my compatriot to the next closest person.
Okay, D'Angelo, are you allowing yourself to be dragged?
I will, sure.
You get dragged over to Maximilian, who is the next nearest.
Max,
Who is
wake
in the
up!
midst of his, like, I guess, hunting dream still. Like,
Max,
moving
wake
through
up!
a jungle.
Stop whatever stupid shit you're dreaming and wake up within a dream. It's complicated. I can explain it.
Maximilian, if you do not already have the dreaming skill on your sheet, please add a new skill and set it to your current power.
Oh. Alright.
And then give it a little roll.
My current power, alright.
Can I help him?
Let's see how this goes first.
Probably gonna go badly.
Why do you assume? There we go. Maximilian, the forest you were in, that you were hunting your way through, changes and twists and in a way becomes stranger, with strange bright fruits and flowers, and Ignatius and D'Angelo. You are now awake and conscious.
Yes, you're awake in a dream. It's really creepy. Come, we can talk about it later. Onward, we have to save John.
I'm gonna. Where's the voice coming from? And I'm gonna try to aim for where the voice is coming from.
You are aware of this.
Alright.
You're awake within the dream. Like, you know it's Ignatius.
Okay,
No,
so
no
Ignatius'
longer.
voice in a dream, and
I mean,
everything's
it's
changing.
coming. Yeah, Ignatius' voice is coming from Ignatius, who's standing next to you in this forest. Yeah, this is still clearly a dream.
Yep. All right.
It's
What
a weird dream.
the fuck? Why am I involved in this? I'm the wrong person to be involved in weird mental whatever the fuck this is.
Welcome to my life, baby boy. Anyway, come on, let's save John.
I'm
Onward.
gonna keep my gun.
Please don't
Give
shoot
me
me.
another dreaming roll, please, Maximilian.
I'm gonna keep my gun.
You have your gun. You have a gun.
I'm glad that you're armed.
It could be a
Anyway.
very nice gun, actually. That's an extreme roll. What's your dream gun?
Machine gun. That shoots dynamite.
It's, it's probably a gun that he would have loved to buy. So probably a really finely made, handcrafted hunting rifle.
It's this beautiful hunting rifle you once saw like in the window of a shop. It there. You have it. It's in your hands.
That's gonna be good.
Yeah, as you go to wake John, John, would you add dreaming to your skills and set it to your power? And give it a little roll.
Just gonna yell, John, wake up. I know you're dreaming of being the greatest librarian, but you're only ranked number 3.
John is very awake, but still in the dream.
Welcome, John. Welcome to being, my God. You rolled what your rank is. It's fate.
That's right.
I like to think that this is John is very sure this is not like his dream conjuration of Ignatius. It's not his imagining of Ignatius. No, this can only be an actual Ignatius that's in his dream. Like
the real McCoy. Oh God! I woke up all 3 of you. I am a hero. I saved all of you. Wow! I'm awesome. Anyway, so yeah, this is really fucking horrible. I had to go down some stairs and talk to some shadowy. They're like, "Oh, we're the guardians. We know everything. We made ourselves," which is impossible. But we don't know who's actually here because why would we ever be helpful? And then I run in and I see all of you, and you're walking around. You're like sleepwalking while dreaming. God, that is so confusing.
So
I'm
where
so
are we?
glad.
What does it look like? What am I seeing at this point?
you are seeing a forest. It's the same forest that you remember from last
Okay,
night's dream.
that's what I was gonna.
This,
That's what
yes,
I was
this
gonna
bright,
ask.
rich forest.
We don't hear any lions anywhere, do we?
Please make me a spot hidden. And can I have a group look roll, please?
Oh God. Spot hit. Hard success. Let's go.
Extreme for the spot and fail for the luck.
So as you're looking around, as John's sort of saying this is like his dream, Maximilian hears it first. And for a moment you think you're back in your own dream, because there's definitely a large animal moving through the undergrowth.
I have my gun. There's a large
And,
animal. I'm dreaming about hunting.
Ignatius would hear it a moment after, and sort of John after that. But yeah, Maximilian catches it first. The sound, as you look that direction, you see a glimpse of what is unmistakably a large lion moving through the undergrowth.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot it.
All right,
I scream, lion!
give me a roll, please, with firearms, long rifle.
That is a success. If you need the
No, that is a success. There is. I don't actually know what sound a lion makes when being hit by a rifle, but there is a sound of a distressed lion as Maximilian's instincts rise to the fore. He has a rifle. There is a lion. As he shoots at the lion, you actually hear as this gunshot rings out. And then in the moments after, it's a pained, whimpering noise. Let me just double check. I don't think I have a stat book for a lion, but let me see if I've got anything equivalent to work out.
Go with the house cat, but scale it up a bit.
Oh yeah. So in that instance, as Maximilian fires, you hear this whimper. Is there anything anyone else would like to do in that moment?
Perhaps you should have refrained from attacking things in this place, Mr. Johnson.
Oh, they.
Yeah, you've got a
They-
split second. This is just what you're doing in the moment.
I'm reloading, probably.
Okay. Reloading. You hear a whimpering sort of noise from the undergrowth. The sounds like the lion is still like a kind of pained sound from the undergrowth. It's not coming after you. You know, you can see you've got line of sight on where it went down in the undergrowth.
I'll aim at it again, and I'll shoot at it again. I don't want to let it suffer because I
Okay.
didn't hit it correctly.
Give me another shot.
Oh well, I'm not hitting it now.
It's harder to see now it's fallen down the undergrowth. You're going to have to get closer up to it probably to finish it off.
Well, I'll do that, but I'll be very careful and very slowly as I'm getting towards it because, cornered animals and such.
Yeah, as you stalk towards the line, you see there it's falling. There it's crouched in the undergrowth, and you see it now sprawled, blood spilling from its side as it struggles to try and get to its feet. Its eyes lock with yours, and you see it just pain in those eyes as it struggles to try and clamber up to its feet. How close are you getting, and how are you finishing the lion off?
I'll be like 5 meters away, and I'll just take care as I'm shooting at it again.
You have 2 bonus dice here because it is close range and also it's not moving, it is injured. Another gunshot rings out through the forest. You hear the scuttle of things moving. And then the lion falls still.
Well, hang it over and I start skinning it. That's what you do when you kill a lion, right?
So you are trying to start skinning the lion, yes. So, what are the rest of you doing?
I'm staring in amazement at this man that just killed a lion and instantly started skinning it.
I'm looking around for
no,
anything
it's-
else that might be coming.
You're in the dream world. Please stop killing things.
Yeah, well, I had it already. I couldn't have let it suffer now, could I?
So yes, Maximilian, you're there just skinning your way through this lion. Are the rest of you still back in the clearing bit where you were standing before, or have you gone over to the undergrowth where Maximilian is?
I'm gonna go over to where Maximilian is.
He's standing there, you can see him, lion's blood coating his hands.
D'Angelo's gonna stay in the clearing.
Okay. No, it's still a lion. The lion is a lion. Why would the lion be anything other than a lion?
It's a dream.
John-
It could be anything.
Yeah.
That is very true.
John, was this the lion that attacked you? Sorry.
Yeah.
Cooper.
It looks very much like it. It's very lion-y, like the other one.
Well, when you put it like that, it has to be. I wink at you. Maximilian, you are incredible.
This is what I know. It's not something that's useful inside the city of London.
I don't know. Being able to fucking shoot a lion translates into being able to shoot a lot of things in the city.
It's usually not something you should be doing, right?
My God, the modesty. You're just a perfect man. Oh,
I'll hang it over.
Yeah, so you hang this bloody lion pelt over your shoulders, As you
Now I'm
hear
Hercules.
something scuttling and skittering in the trees above you.
I'm gonna try and find what that is. What's
Could you
scuttling
give me a
above?
spot hidden, please? Having a look around as you see here. As you look up, you see what looks at first glance to be a large rat crouched on a tree branch looking down at you.
A large what?
A large rat. A hideous rat. And then you realise, oh god, that's not a rat. Please give me a sanity roll. As this is not a rat. It has no eyes. Its face hangs with these strange tentacly things. Please roll me 1d3. I mean, it is a dream, so why shouldn't there be horrible tentacle rats here?
Fair.
But it's still horrible, and you still lose 2 points of sanity because it is horrible. And you see as Maximilian, the hand swings up, and instinctively in that moment, he pulls the trigger and another gunshot rings out. D'Angelo, from the hearing, you hear yet another gunshot. As Maximilian's just clearly still shooting things back there. The rat-like thing skitters away out of sight along the tree branch.
God,
D'Angelo would like to try to take control of at least a small portion of the dreaming to kind of make like a safe zone in this clearing.
What would you like to make? How would you like to make it safe?
He will make what is like a very posh looking library that is just the kind of forms up around him.
Okay, give me a dreaming roll.
This
Let's
safe
see if you
space,
can
so to speak.
dream up a library for yourself. It's not a full
I
library.
am willing to spend the 17 points of luck on this.
If you want to
That
spend
would
the 17
make it
points
better.
of luck, you can have an entire library.
I will do it. I spend 17 points of luck.
There's a rustle of leaves. The wind blows in the trees. And the rest of you look back. There is now, like, a stone building sat where the clearing was. D'Angelo, you're standing in the center of, like, an octagonal, like, library room with books around the walls. There's a balcony running around. There's ladders. It's a very nice library. It's very safe. The rest of you, yes, a library just appeared. You were ambushed by a library.
My God. I was going to say, my God, John, it's your arena. You're going to fight the other librarians for supremacy.
yeah, that's clearly not my area of specialty. I'm staying out in the woods.
Bring him on.
I mean, at least in there, it's probably better line of sights.
Yeah, Max, always have that gun. See if you can take that gun with you to the real world if we are fortunate enough to get out of here.
I mean, I'd probably have to buy it somewhere.
No, don't buy. Let the dream supply. Let's go.
Is that how this works?
How do you know?
I'll try.
Yeah. All right, John, to the library for your battle. Don't know where D'Angelo went.
I think he was roughly where the library is now.
Oh my God, D'Angelo's a librarian.
I think it might have dropped on top of him. He might be below it.
I start screaming, D'Angelo, no! And now I'm convinced this library has killed my friend, and I'm sprinting towards
D'Angelo,
it.
you can hear voices. Does your library have any doors?
No, they are open.
Okay. Yes. There are doors to the library.
I open the door. D'Angelo!
D'Angelo, the peace of your library is shattered.
D'Angelo, are you safe?
Fine, Ignatius.
I thought it fell on you.
No,
Oh.
I have claimed a portion of this world as my own.
Oh, did you plant a flag? Because I think you have to plant a flag to make it official. But I'll be quiet now since I'm in the library.
It was
So you
a
can just
theory until then. But apparently, with enough effort, you can take control of this place. Though I cannot guarantee that my safe haven will be able to stand up if you infuriate something enough.
I don't like the way you said that and the way your eyes narrowed when you stared at me.
I'll try to summon a cigar.
Okay, give me a dreaming roll, please. Nothing happens. You think really hard, but no cigar comes to you.
Is this worth the luck? I'm already the one with the lowest amount of luck. Yes, it is worth the luck. Forget it.
My man.
I was gonna say you could have pushed the roll and taken some bad consequences if you failed.
Yeah, fair. That's better than wasting
Yeah.
luck on a dreaming roll.
I'm going to say
or a cigar.
if you push the roll and fail it, well, obviously you're dreaming up something horrible.
Perfect. I failed it.
You think of cigars, you think of flame, and just fire bursts in your hand. The
Whoa!
cigar immediately comes to life and immediately catches fire, and you feel pain sear through you. And you have this moment of panic, of like, is this real? Or is this not? I would like you to just make a note of 3 points of damage from this fireball you summoned.
All right.
So in fact, deduct it from your hit points, actually. Yes.
This is fine. I burnt my hand.
Yes, it's quite a horrible burn, just blistered and burnt.
Why is Mortimer not here? Why are we in the dream and Mortimer isn't? I think that's unfair.
That poor man has gone through enough.
Yeah, but I need him to heal my hand now.
Oh, he's a horrible doctor. He's never healed me worth a fucking shit.
Well, Max,
It's
just
just-
imagine
the
you still have
worst.
some of that salve with you and rub it on your hand.
No, he's gonna screw it up and turn it into acid. Don't do that. Don't do that. You're very unlucky. D'Angelo, this is your library. Is it okay that we're here?
Mental construct, so it should be fine. Think of it as a happy place in layman's terms. It is
Oh,
a
I am
bit
a layman.
impressive to know that it was true, the theory were true. Let's avoid burning it down. I don't know how the laws of physics work in this world.
Physics sounds. I wonder if I could conjure up the understanding of all fit. Oh, do you think I could turn into a gigantic? No, I'm trying to restrain myself. I have such an imagination. This is a horrible place for me to be, and a wonderful place for me to be. Hold on, I have an idea, and I'm gonna right out the library.
Okay, you run out the library.
I'm gonna go like 20, 30 feet away as a means of trying to not hurt the library. I want
Okay.
to make a vast amount of wealth appear before me.
Okay. Give me a dreaming roll, please.
So mine's been set for 5 forever. So I'm imagining
Is that
it's
dream
still
lore?
dream
Dream-
lore, yeah.
No,
Oh,
this is
so there's-
dreaming. So this.
Okay.
Set it. If you haven't made a roll already, set it to what your power is. Yeah, so dream lore is knowing about the dream world, and dreaming
Gotcha.
is dreaming stuff. It is
Alright,
a
that's
separate skill that you can increase, and unimaginable wealth surrounds you. You are sitting atop a dragon's hoard worth of gold and everything you gemstones, whatever else you're thinking of
I'm
when you think of
swimming
wealth.
through it. I'm swimming through it like I'm Scrooge McDuck, and I'm just cackling maniacally. Oh, I'm so happy. It's everything I ever wanted, other than my soul back. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Oh, nothing is better than this. Oh, I'm rolling in it.
Why is he getting so much wealth and I don't even get my fucking cigar?
I'm gonna try to make a cigar for him.
Potion of will.
Yeah, give me another dreaming roll. Also, give me a listen roll whilst you're out there.
What was the last part again?
Also, could you give me a listen roll whilst you're out there, whilst you're dreaming up a cigar for Maximilian?
I don't know. That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, you've got a cigar in your hand now, atop your pile of gold.
And I scream, "I got your cigar, my friend, but you can buy as many as you need." I'm not even spending the luck on the listen roll. I don't care. I'm so happy.
Yeah, Maximilian, you could hear Ignatius calling you from outside. Do you go out or do you remain in the library, Maximilian? Can you hear me? Are you muted?
Oh, sorry. I was distracted. Again, I'm in the door of the library.
Yeah, so you go
Got
to
it
the
right
door, you
here.
can see Ignatius on his pile of gold, cigar in hand, and behind him, looming out of the forest, a huge, monstrous giant being just looming behind him. And I need the sanity roll from Maximilian, please, who just keeps seeing the horrible things. As this huge monstrosity looms out of the forest behind Ignatius. He does not seem to be aware of it yet.
This is the
Oh, God.
greatest.
I need a 1d8 from Maximilian, please.
Uh-oh.
This thing is horrible. It has 4 malformed arms, and as it looms behind him, you see the upper part of its torso just split apart to reveal this great opening mouth. Trying to find a picture that does this thing justice. That one will do for now. As this thing looms out of the forest.
Incredibly,
behind
I don't even have a bout
Ignatius.
of madness over this. I am exactly at my 5 points that I can still have.
Yes. You freeze for a moment. So Ignatius, as you call it, you see Maximilian on the doorstep staring at something behind you with a look of abject horror on his face.
You know what? I don't even turn to look. I just grab as much as I can. I just run. Like I'm sliding down off of my mountain of wealth and just running.
Okay, I'm going to ask for a dexterity roll here, please, for speed of running and getting us sliding down this pile of wealth.
This is what happens every time Ignatius experiences even the slightest modicum of happiness.
Oh yes, I take it away from you.
100. I deserve it. I'm a piece of shit.
As
I
you come
fail.
sliding down this thing, a hand just comes down, catching up Ignatius. Maximilian, you see this as a hand reaches down. Ignatius, you're at the bottom of the pile, you see this hand reaching out to grab you. You get a chance to try and dodge out of the way if you wish.
Can I try to turn myself into a gigantic sword and cut through the hand?
You can try.
Yep, I want to turn myself
Get
into a
this-
gigantic. Yep.
Give me a dreaming roll, please. I'm going to ask for a listen roll for the 2 people inside the library. You don't turn yourself into a gigantic sword. You do, however, now have a sword in your hand.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to attack it with it then.
Okay, let's have a fighting brawl for fight back, or a sword if you have a sword on your sheet.
I do not have sword on my sheet, but
Let's do fighting brawl then.
all right.
I can't remember what sword is. Actually, I do have. Hang on, a sword is its own skill. It has a starting thing, I believe, but I don't know what it is off the top of my head. So we'll settle.
Can I have
fighting.
Can I have a bonus die since I just made it appear out of nowhere and it's probably confused?
It's a surprise sword.
Yeah, surprise. Or do you just want a normal roll?
A normal roll. Normal roll.
Oh, I'm fucked.
It's not enough. D'Angelo, you hear incredibly well. In fact, for only an extra 1d10, you get to increase your listening permanently for just how good you are at listening. Like, yeah, your spider sense tingle of, oh no, something terrible is happening out there. Okay, you only increase it by 1.
Because
but, yeah.
you have to be quiet in the library, so it is manifesting as enhanced hearing of everything.
I don't think it's quite quiet in the library. It's just you and John, and then outside, just sliding of gold. This hand reaches down and just snatches up Ignatius into the air, and he's being lifted above this opening up tooth jaw. Maximilian, what are you doing?
I do the one thing that I can do. Shooting.
Okay, do the one thing that you can do. Shoot it.
Let's. I'm gonna aim for. You know what? If I'm hitting Ignatius, it's probably better for him than whatever this monster is gonna do. So I'm gonna try to shoot at the finger, at the opposable thumb that's currently holding Ignatius. If I'm hitting, he might be free. If not, who knows?
Okay, Ignatius, can I have a sanity roll from you by this point? Because now you can see the tooth more beneath you that you're about to be dropped into. Yeah, so if you want to aim at a particular body part, that would be a penalty die. Essentially.
Ooh. Yeah, I fail.
Can I have a 1d8? It's this horrible dream monstrosity is about to swallow you up. You suddenly have a realization you're kind of awake in this dream. You don't know what happens if you die. You lose 3 points of sanity, and can I have that gun roll from Maximilian, please? You said you were shooting at it. With a penalty die for targeting an thing, as I just said.
I'm gonna give you the necessary points of luck to make that a success.
Okay, that's 2 points of luck to make that a success. So you said you were aiming at where it was holding
The thumb, yeah.
Ignatius, yeah. Just shoots the thumb off, and Ignatius, you're dropped to the ground, landing sprawled on the ground for 2 points of 2 points of damage.
Ah! That's literally how he screams.
And who's next in the dex order? I believe that is D'Angelo. You hear the chaos outside your library. What do you wish to do?
Well, since being cautious for some reason is impossible for this group, I am going
The
to
judgment. Sorry.
I am going to attempt to command the books of the library to attack whatever it is that is outside.
Okay, yeah, give me a dreaming roll, please.
Well, pushed it.
The books remain on the shelf. Unless do you want to push this?
You know what? Yes, I would.
The danger, obviously, if
Why
you fail a
not?
push roll, then this will go badly for you, but...
I am the lord of the books.
There's a
I am the lord of
flapping
the
of
books.
paper, a clanging of leather, and this block of books comes out of the doors.
Does Does
of the
D'Angelo
library.
become the
It's
best
just
librarian ever now? Did I skip
swarm
the first
of
place?
books taking flight. I'm going to just say we roll me a 1d100 here, D'Angelo, on behalf of your books. This is a very effective swarm of books flapping its way around this creature. They don't seem to be causing much damage, but they seem to have this thing distracted by a swarm of books currently flapping around this great jawed mouth of it. It's trying to snap at the books. The books are fluttering past it. Ignatius, down on the ground at this thing's feet, sword in hand. What do you wish to do? I think you're muted.
I am. My apologies. I am really pissed. It ruined my wealth. It took everything away from me I ever wanted. And now I'm going to try to make a comet fall on it. Yep.
We need to remind you that you're literally at its feet.
It'll fall on it and not me.
Okay, give me a dreaming roll, please.
Extreme. My rage is pure.
I am still going to say you are still at its feet, so yes, a comet does come sailing from the sky, but I am going to need a dexterity roll from Ignatius as you realise as the comet plummets down towards this creature that yes, you are at its feet.
I'm gonna spend some luck.
Okay, to get to success there, that would be 20 points of luck.
I got it. I'm gonna spend it.
You roll out of the way just in time as the comet impacts into this creature. I think you finally found something that isn't damage table for in Call of Cthulhu, as I don't believe I in fact have. How much damage does a direct comet strike cause?
All of it. Don't take this from me.
So yeah, this is going to be a lot of damage as this comet just strikes directly on top of this creature. But it's not dead. It's severely damaged, one of its arms broken to one side. That's like this pain in the cry. Its mouth is like ajar, it's like half its jaw is hanging off. It looks... Well, it's hard to tell if it looks angry. You can't even see if it has any eyes in any of the expected places. But the noise it's making is not a happy one. And John, it is your turn.
There's nothing I can do that can top this. Oh my god. I'm just beyond words with this, and I'm going to summon myself, dream that I have that bottle of really good whiskey.
Give me a dreaming roll, please.
All
Good
right.
whiskey. It's not. No, it's still not. It's not quite as good as it could be, but it's good whiskey.
Right. And I'll just call to Ignatius. Come get it.
No. No, John. It's time for war.
Indeed. It's the creature's turn. Pained and angry, it looks around and unfortunately it still only has one target within nearby. It's not even going to make an attempt to grab you this time. It's just trying to slam its angry foot down on Ignatius. You can try and fight back or dodge and roll out the way.
Dodge. I'm gonna try to dodge.
Okay, give me a dodge roll, please.
No, I don't have enough luck to make that a success.
There's a scattering of coins and gems around you as this foot slams down on top of you. And Bear with me one moment. Aha. And 22 points of damage. Not quite as much, not as much as the comic was by a long way, but 22 points of damage.
Nope, I had 6 and I'm at negative 16.
The foot slams in as the foot lifts up again. You see slick mess of crushed bones and blood where Ignatius was. Those of you who can see this, so that's definitely Maximilian, and I think all of you can see this. You were watching this go down. I need a sanity roll.
Was not
Okay.
watching this.
No.
Because he has not seen the monster outside.
Good point. John, were you watching this or not?
Yes.
Yes. Can I have 2 sanity rolls from you, please, John? The first one for the monster, and the second one for just seeing Ignatius get splattered. Weirdly, both Maximilian and John are surprisingly okay with the sight of Ignatius being crushed by the foot of a horrible monster.
It was bound to happen.
But can I have a 1d8 from John, please?
Okay.
For now, you lose 5 points of your sanity. I need an intelligence roll from you.
Okay.
Wait. This is a dream, right?
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a dream.
Yeah, it is.
Realize that, of course he's, like, it's not real. This is a dream. You do not suffer a bout of madness. Because obviously, this is only a dream. You do still, for now, lose those 5 points of sanity. But the monster is still there, and it's still angry. I mean, it's severely damaged. Maximilian, what are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna pinch myself and hope that I wake up.
Okay, you're trying to wake up?
Very obviously, I'm obviously dreaming. This whole thing's gotten from something that is vaguely realistic to something that is complete bullshit. Flying books.
Give me a dreaming roll, please. Try and wake up. Try and wake up.
I'm just gonna wake up.
You wake up.
Bye.
You will yourself out of the dream. John, Maximilian just blinks out of existence. D'Angelo, you can hear this all going down outside still. What are you doing?
Why not? I'm this is amusing to me. So, you know the large globes that are sometimes in the dark academia libraries?
Yes, big globes.
Digital's going to make one of those, fly outside, and once it gets outside of the library, it's going to enlarge into an actual planet because we can do that.
Okay, this one might be challenging. Give me a dreaming roll, please.
Oh no, it's fine.
It's large, but it's not a planet. A great boulder.
Also, that's fine.
Big rolling boulder, Indiana Jones.
Sure. Big thing. It's fine.
Strikes into the creature, which is already looking really damaged from the comet strike. Which almost took it out. It tries to sort of dodge sideways out the way. But yeah, it gets struck by a large rolling globe. John, this is getting a bit weird now. What
It is. Well, does it look like the globe's gonna strike it?
Yeah, the globe rolls straight into it. Rolls into the creature, rolling out the doors of the library. In fact, probably I need a dexterity roll from John not to get hit by a large rolling library globe. You manage to
Why
dodge
did
out the way
everyone
as this globe comes
just-
rolling past into the creature.
Didn't you just stay inside the library? It was the whole safe zone. Safe place, everyone. Safe place.
No, it's too safe. It's too perilous.
I wanted my wealth, and I didn't want to disrespect your library by making a bunch of money show up in it. I was being a gentleman.
Yeah, so, John, what are you doing?
Turn it into a duck.
Yeah, you manage to dodge out of the globe's way. The globe strikes the creature, it's stumbling backwards away from the library. In that moment, what do you want to do?
Try turning it into a duck.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. Yes, give me a dreaming roll. I almost said a library use. It's half. It's definitely. You see feathers sprout across it, and its teeth turning and twisting into this beak-like shape. But it's not really a duck. It's now a giant duck-like monstrosity.
It can fly now. Yay!
You stare for a moment at the horror of your own creation.
Well, it really worked.
Like, it's good job this is only a dream, because this is a thing of nightmares. But it seems confused by its own existence. It turns and begins to stumble away from the library, crashing its way back into the undergrowth, limping like one of its legs is broken with, like it's been hit by comets. There's still books flittering after it. It's half duck. It's got gunshot. It's not having a good monstrous giant existence. As it stumbles away, quiet returns to the library.
It seems confused by its own existence is the most Lovecraftian fucking thing I've heard in this game in a long goddamn time. Oh, fuck the comet, just make it a duck. That's what you do, baby.
The danger past, Mr. Greaves.
Yes. Seems that way.
I think at this time we retreat before something more threatening appears.
I agree completely.
I'd like to try to wake up.
Give me a dreaming roll to awake, both of you, please. D'Angelo disappears, but John, you're still in the dream. And the library is starting to crumble around you. Shelves tipping over, leaning towards you. A block of masonry comes plummeting down from the scenery. I need a ceiling. I need another dexterity roll from John, please. As I try, if you wish to dodge out the way, unless you wish to,
Nope.
Yeah, you manage to dodge out the way of like falling chunks of library. It's just collapsing its way around you.
As long as it's not ladders, I'll be fine.
But yeah, the library crumbles into heaps of rubble, which just continue like crumbling away into pebbles and dust. The pile of gold outside is gone as well. But you still
Sorry,
have your
Beatrice.
whiskey. But you are still in the dream.
I am.
Yes.
No. Looking around, is there anything else that's, well, I can't
You see
really say.
across the clearing a young woman in a green dress staring in bemusement.
I will make my way over to her.
What was that?
It's hard to
I
explain.
heard sounds. I saw a star fall from the sky. I came to see what was going on. I remember you. You were here before.
I was here. Yes, I was. I was attacked by a lion, which made me disappear from this
A
world.
lion in this wood.
Yeah.
Oh no. I must be careful.
Well, it's not here anymore. It was put down by one of the others that was here.
There are more travelers and more wanderers through the wood.
Yes, there were 3 others.
Oh, well, I'm sorry I missed them. Was that your castle there that just collapsed?
No, that was not my library. It was someone else's. It provided
library?
a safe space. Yeah, it provided a safe space for a bit.
Who dreams of libraries?
Well, I mean, being a librarian, I suppose I do from time to time, but others do as well.
Well,
So who are you? No, this is the second time we've met.
oh, mm, I suppose it's the second time we're meeting. Introductions are in order.
Indeed, they are.
My name is Janet.
Janet. It's a nice name. I am John Greaves.
It is a pleasure to meet you. I'm afraid I cannot tarry long. My true love awaits. But maybe we will meet each other in a dream again.
Yes, perhaps we shall.
Farewell, and enjoy your libraries.
Farewell.
And she turns and hurries on her way. Now, as John is still dreaming, wandering the forest, we're going to return to the others for a moment as they awake. Actually, let's do it in order. Ignatius, you were the first to wake, I believe.
If that's what you want to call it, then yes.
Yes, it is a moment of just sudden impact as pain sears through you, your bones are broken, and you wake up. You're gasping for breath as every bone in your body is broken.
Ooh.
I need another sanity roll from you.
Ooh.
The pain and shock of this. Was that a dream? Was that not a dream? How much of that was real? How much of that are you carrying over? No, it was just a dream. You
Oh.
have all your hit points back, and you can regain those 3 points of sanity you lost in the dream. It was only a dream.
It was only a dream, Ignatius. You've been tormented for far too long.
Only a dream. But if it was only a dream, how come you have a gold piece in your hand?
Oh.
A single
Check it.
gold coin.
Should have grabbed more gemstones, you idiot! Oh well. At least I'm totally focusing on the right lessons to take away from this. Next time, gemstones. I'll just start drinking. I'm like, yeah, I got more sleep than normal.
Actually, let's do D'Angelo next, for reasons. So, D'Angelo, you awake much more peacefully. And you too can also regain any hit points and sanity lost within the dream as you awake in a much more calm manner. I don't think you lost any sanity, did you? It's quite just a dream for D'Angelo. The only thing you notice as you awake is a few scattered fragments of paper dusted around your bed, almost as though like someone had been like bashing books against each other until little bits fell off them. None of your books are damaged, just a few fluttering fragments of paper scattered across the floor.
Gather the paper.
As you gather up the paper, somewhere else, Maximilian awakes. And as you awake from the dream, you feel a weight around you. It's settled around your shoulders. You reach up and touch skin. I need a sanity roll from you, please. As you touch up, it's not a lion's pelt you're touching. It's the touch of human skin beneath your fingers. And as you sort of pull it in your skull in front, you see that what you have lying across your bed, like wrapped around your shoulders, is a quite expertly peeled off human skin. Like the back, the front, as though a human had been skinned by an expert hunter. Lying across your belt, bloody on the inside and unmistakably a person. And I need you to roll me 1d6. 1d6.
That's cheap.
You're not regaining any of the sanity you lost in the dream.
That's the biggest hit today. Perfect.
Yes, I believe that pushes you over the limit as, like, oh, this is a human skin in your hands that you have skinned. And I need you to roll me 1d10 because I believe that is pushing you into a definite bout of madness here. And nobody is here. Where have you been sleeping these days?
I think we're all at the society when we last stopped. So I would probably have just for ease taken a room at the society.
Okay. That one's rather hard. Can you roll me it again, please? That number 6 does not really fitting for this circumstance.
9.
A new fear sinks into your bones. A new horror. Sleep. A dread of it. A fear of it.
Oh no. Oh no.
If you sleep, you could kill. What could you do? What are you capable in your dreams? Was this you were real and you were really in that wood? What if this skin is of someone else who was really in that wood and you walked there and you killed them and you could do that again? A dread sinks in your bones, a fear of the thought of ever sleeping again.
If that is real, I'm gonna look around and try to find the gun.
The gun is not there.
The gun's not there.
Only the skin.
Why is this what ended up here? I'm gonna kick the door open and I'm gonna go and run to Ignatius because this was clearly
Ignatius,
real.
Would you also have been sleeping at the society that night?
Yes, that's where I live.
Yeah, so you're contemplating your gold coin.
Drinking heavily.
Drinking heavily. When, Maximilian, are you just bursting open the door or knocking? When Maximilian bursts open the door holding a human skin.
Well, fuck me. I didn't expect that. That is horrible. Put that away, you crazed man, and sit down.
If I need a sanity roll from Ignatius, your friend just burst into the room carrying a human skin.
I just got crushed by a four-mouthed monster. That's a weak roll. That is weak. Yeah,
it's fine. It's fine. You pass.
It was a lion that I killed.
It was a lion that you killed.
It's a fucking human skin.
Well, because obviously that means that the lion that you shot was somebody dreaming and they dreamt of being a lion. And they attacked us and you killed them heroically. You didn't do anything wrong. They were going to murder us and you defended us.
Did they wake up without their fucking skin today?
Well, then they're gonna be dead. This is not even like top 3 for worst things we've experienced.
I have no clue how this fuck works.
Well, you know what? He's gonna have to learn to deal without a skin. I don't know. He shouldn't have attacked us. That lion/person was like, oh, you see that big strong man with a gun? I'm gonna go eat him. And then he got shot because of course he did.
For the record, I would like to point out that the lion did not actually attack anyone.
Yeah.
He attacked John the time before,
I mean,
and he
not
was
this
lurking.
time. That might have
he
been
was-
an entirely
he
different
was-
lion.
He was lurking through the underbrush. Ignatius and I reject this silliness. No, hell no, fuck no. You did nothing wrong. Drink this drink. You're a conqueror. You are a conqueror, Maximilian.
Okay, you
saved our
know, you
lives.
know help. I'm gonna try to find D'Angelo.
You just reject logic. It's hard being the smartest and most handsome person in the group, but I struggle.
D'Angelo, are you also sleeping at the society?
No, if he was reviewing his book, he would have had to go back to his
Yes.
hotel place.
All right.
Maximilian, you want to go find me, D'Angelo?
Not that desperately. Not that desperately that I would walk out on the street with a human skin in hand.
That is fair.
Maybe John is here. And then we would go to John and be like,
John is still asleep. You're going to John. John is still fast asleep.
all right. I'll have at least time to calm down then. And I'll just fold it and like put it somewhere on like a table and sit in front of it.
So you're in John's room.
No, I'm not
Okay.
gonna go. I'm not gonna stay in John's room with that.
I was just painting a horrific picture of John waking to find Maximilian sat by his bed with a folded human skin. Somehow the folding makes it worse.
I got this for you. oh,
Yes, Maximilian,
man.
you neatly fold up your human skin.
I want to put it somewhere and sit on a chair next to it and grab a glass of whiskey because I kind of need that right now.
Oh,
Meanwhile, back in the land of the dream where things are much more normal.
Oh, yes.
John, you're still here. Wandering this forest, you know there are dangerous things out there. You hear rustling and movement in the undergrowth. What do you wish to do?
What sort of rustling?
Make me a listen check, please. Ooh, could be anything. Could be person, could be lion. Probably not giant. Maybe it's giant.
Could be most anything. Well, and am I in the open at this point, or I'm still deep in the jungle?
It's up to you, but
Forest.
you were heading through the undergrowth, or you're trying to stick to clearings and paths.
Because I'd be trying to find, going on the memory of the dream from the other night, trying to find where the staircase that led me to here originally was.
Okay. I guess give me a navigate roll here. Yeah, you hear the rustling, but you see ahead of you a doorway. A solid stone doorway amidst this forest.
I'll try to move there as quickly as I can.
And beyond the door, well, as quickly as you can, give me a dex roll. Let's see if you can get there before something horrible happens. As you are almost at the door when a very bizarre looking creature comes bursting from the undergrowth. It looks like someone took an elephant, then just kept on going and adding bits. It's got like bone-like protrusions from its back. It's got horns like a giraffe. It's got ears that aren't quite elephant's horns. It's got strange flaps from beside its mouth. It just looks at you and then
Hello.
runs away.
At least it wasn't a duck thing.
Yes. Beyond the doorway lies the staircase. And beyond the staircase, you awake. Back in your room.
That was a hell of a dream.
But you can regain any hit points and sanity lost within the dream. It was a dream.
Right. No hit points, but I would like my 5 sanity back.
Yes. Weird dream. But it was just a dream. You never got your cigar, did you?
I didn't want one.
No. You have this like
but I
taste
did want
of
the whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taste of whiskey in your mouth. Like, nice whiskey.
Yeah.
Of course, you didn't get to take a whole glass with you.
I'll have to get some of that.
So, you are all now awake in various places. Does anyone wish to do anything before dawn, before morning comes?
Well, I would like to find the rest of the party to make sure they're still alive.
Yeah, so you peer in. Let's just say you peer into Maximilian's room. You see him sat there with
The bottle.
a bottle.
The entire bottle.
Just nipping you back. Give me a spot hidden, please, as you enter Maximilian's room, John. And he's just tipping back this entire bottle of whiskey. There's something there on the table beside him. Wait. Give me a sanity roll, please, because that definitely looks... Wait, that is a human skin folded... You are still going to lose 1 point of sanity, because yes, that is actually, no, it's only a human skin. No points of sanity lost. You've seen Stranger Things.
Yeah, just after this dream, anything. Pretty much anything is
good. No, I'm not going to take any more sanity. It's a folded human skin, though. That definitely looks like a folded human skin next to Maximilian.
Max?
Mhm.
Do I need to share some of that whiskey with you? Because I think what I see next to you, hold it up, that's not a lion pellet.
Now, it was one.
It was.
I don't know how many times ago. Here.
Thank you.
I'm very clearly already drunk.
I will join you.
You think the guy that was the lion, that dreamt being the lion, you think they woke up without skin now?
Well, you did shoot them, so maybe they didn't wake up with that. That would be really strange to wake up and find your skin missing.
Fair. And also Ignatius is still in one piece and not smushed.
Oh, he is? He's okay? Okay.
So obviously, dying there doesn't, harm you,
That's good to know.
right? Otherwise, or is the Ignatius we were talking about not the Ignatius?
But
I don't know. Did he die and lose his soul or something? I don't know. Whatever.
I think the thing we all need to talk about is we had a shared group dream. That was really, I've never heard of the like.
I'm asking you because I'm the one with the least experience with all the weird stuff. I can shoot things and I can hit things.
Yes, you were outstanding at that. My previous dream, though, the woman that I had talked to had talked about a man that, in retrospect, having thought about it, had very lion-like characteristics. I'm wondering if that was the one that was shot. Who knows?
I mean, if there's somebody missing his skin, we'll probably know tomorrow in the newspapers, right?
That's the sort of thing that would be newsworthy, I think.
Yeah. So, it'll be fine. We'll just, I don't know, we'll tan it and put another one of the weird books in it, right? That's how these things go.
That's right. What a better binding for a book.
I'm going to just grab the bottle.
As Maximilian downs the drink, and you sit there drinking with a folded human skin beside you. I think that is where we're going to bring things to a close for tonight. And we will see you next week for session whatever number we are, which I already have a name for it.
83.
Session 83?
Either.
The Skinless Man. And whoever that may be, we will find out next week. Because Maximilian has someone's skin.
Or just a
What you
copy.
choose to do with it will be up to you.